Hi guys, I'm ArchieLuxury and today I'm doing an advertisement for one of my great fans here. I want to promote KK Design, which is a San Diego based interior designer who specializes in full service residential and boutique style commercial spaces from start to finish. New sofa, new kitchen, new house, or you just need some ideas or a second set of eyes, no problem. Work can be done via Skype, FaceTime, email, text, phone calls, or in person, depending on the size of the project. Restrooms and Rolex! Longays and living rooms, Pateks and pantries. She does it all. Is your house ready for your new timepiece? Follow her on Instagram at KATEK_INSPO. That's on Instagram at KATEK_INSPO. Reach her and check out her work at www.katek.design. KK all the way. KK all the way. KK all the way. Thank you very much. Please check her brilliant design out. Hi guys, ArchieLuxury talking Patek Philippes today. We're talking Grand Classics, we're talking Patek Philippes. And I want to do a comparison between the 5127 and the 5296. And I gotta tell you, a lot of people have said to me, if you look at them in a booklet or a brochure, you'd say, hey Arch, these Pateks, they look pretty well the same. And that's what I want to discuss on the channel. So let's have a bit of a discussion about these pieces. So the 5296 and the 5127. Now, this story is a bit more interesting than it makes out, because what happened is early 2000s, the new millennium, Patek was releasing watches in slightly bigger sizes. Patek's Calatrava range was normally 33 mils. So they released a model called the 5107, the 5107. And I actually owned a 5107. Beautiful piece. Can't fault it at all. Early 2000s. Then they upgraded it to a 5127. And at the same time as the 5127 was out, guess what? They released the 5296. Now, the big criticism when people compare the two, they say the 5127, well, it's basically a 5296 with crown guards. However, I'm here to tell you it's a lot more to it than that. A lot more. If you compare the side of the cases, they are completely different. The 5107, 5127 has a much more curved kind of case there, much more curved, whereas the 5196 and the 5296, it's got more of a layered approach. Yes, they both have similar style lugs, but the lugs on the 5107, 5127 are more in line, more fixtured to the watch there itself. Now, obviously, of course, the 5127 has the crown guards with the screw-in crown, and the 5296 has no crown guards and a push-in crown there. So there is a little bit of difference indeed there. What happened is with the 5127, it had the curved bezel, whereas the 5107 had the flat bezel. When they introduced the 5296, it had the flat bezel. Maybe they decided to make the 5107 the curved bezel because they were releasing the new product and they didn't want it to they wanted to differentiate the two products. Now, the interesting thing is the 5127 It started off life with the Patek 315 movement, and then towards the end of its life they changed over to the 324 movement, whereas the 5296 it used the 324 movement. So that's the higher beat version of the 315. The other interesting anomaly is that the 5296, it always had 60 dots, 1 dot per second, around the whole watch, whereas the 5127, it had 57 dots. This is exactly like the 5107. Later versions of the 5127 actually had 60 dots as well. There are a few little other anomalies there. The 5127, it was when Patek in the white gold, they actually changed. What happened was Patek in their white gold, it was white gold, but they would put a layer of rhodium plating on top. Whereas on the 5296, they changed the type of technique where it was only gold, no rhodium plating. In my opinion there, the rhodium plated 5127 has a nicer color and a more bright version of the white gold franchise. So that is a very, very interesting difference. And I've got the 5296 is non-rhodium plated and the 5127 is rhodium plated. The differences between the two, well, the 5107 5127 is 37 mils, the 5296 is 38 mils. There is also the fact that the straps themselves there, on the 5107 5127 they use a 20 mil, on the 5296 it uses a 21 mil strap. So there's a couple of little size bearings there. In my opinion, the 5296 wears a lot bigger than the 5127. I think, my own opinion, the most perfect of these Calatravas, I think the 5127 is the pick of the crop. I think out of all these automatic Calatravas, 5107, 5127, 5296, I think the 5127 with the slower beat 315 movement with rhodium plating is the pick, which is the one that I have, of course, because, you know, I'm biased. I'm very biased. So in many ways, the two watches are very, very different. Some people say to me, how could you have two the same? They're exactly the same, but they're not. There's a lot more to it than that. And I had a lot of sacrifice. Let me tell you, there's a lot of sacrifice. When I got the 5296, I traded in three steel Rolex stunners, a Milgauss, a Air King 40 mil, and a Rolex Explorer 1. Very costly indeed. When I got the 5127, that was actually quite an expensive transaction. I traded in my Maserati blue two-tone Daytona and half of a Tudor Black Bay Burgundy. So it was very costly. They were damn expensive. Very expensive watches. I love them. I've got a pair of white gold pieces. I think the white gold is stunning. I think that is the pick. I even prefer the white gold to platinum, because the platinum traditionally in the 5107 was a black dial to signify that you'd spent all this money on the platinum. And I kind of prefer the opaline dial. I really do. The other interesting thing is on the 5296, they also had it available as a sector dial, which I gotta be honest with you, I like the 60 chic of the Delphine hands and the opaline dial. So there's a few variations there. I think if you are looking for an automatic Calatrava with date, either the 5107, 5127, or the 5296 are fantastic buying. I think they are superb. Whether it's 37 mil or 38 mil, I think they are absolute stunners. And I'd even go as far as to say I don't think it matters whether it's white gold, yellow gold, or rose gold. They are absolutely beautiful, absolutely stunning, absolutely beautiful. They are a quality. These are just a quality piece. These are not low rent. They're not low rent Pateks. These are, oh, they're a beautiful piece. This is what the brand. It's like a convertible Maserati or an SL Mercedes. It just pops. It just pops. You just know they're beautiful, and that's kind of how they are. They're kind of a man about town, sophisticated guy, you know. He's had a few affairs. He's not a puritanical, you know, he's just, you know, he's done a few dodgy things in his life, and, you know, he's fucked a few bitches, and, you know, that's the sort of guy who has either of those Patek Calatravas. He's kind of, you know, he's a bit cynical, he's a bit twisted, and he's fucked many bitches. You know, that's the sort of watch they are. They're somebody who's enjoyed the finer things. You know, that's the kind of watches they are, and I think they're amazing. They are amazing pieces for the money. They're bang per buck. They are no lesser watch than a Nautilus or an Aquanaut. They honestly are not lesser watches, and they can be had for a relative song in modern context of Patek, and they've got to go up. They've got to go up. I mean, can they? They cannot languish down below for forever and ever. They really have got huge potential. You know, trends change, so what's to say they won't bounce back? And the big size they are there, they're going to be ready to capitalize on that market. So guys, tell me what you think. Like, subscribe, tell your friends. Don't be afraid to put some nasty comments down below, and don't forget, guys, until next time, Patek and Pussy!
All snuggle up in each other's arms. Do you mind if I stay by your side? Just looking at you all the time goes by. Do you mind if I stay by your side? Just looking at you all the time goes by.
Now, the other watch is the 5296. The 5296. Now, the 5296, it actually has been discontinued in 2019, which is a great shame, because it really was like a 5196, except it was an automatic version. There are many similarities. The side case profile, although it has a polished side, the 5196 has a brushed. It's basically same case. It does have a display back because it's not using the 214 movement. No, this is using the 324 movement, which is a bigger movement with that large 22 karat gold rotor, the big rotor. Now, this piece itself here is kind of the sister watch to the 5196. The 5196 is the manual wind. The 5296, it's the automatic version with date. It's got the date at 3. Surprisingly, I felt that it wears virtually the same as the 5196, but the 5296 is actually a 30 38mm watch. It's 38 mils. It also has the 21mm leather strap. So there's, you just don't even realize that it is actually a bigger watch. The I believe also the font they've used is slightly bigger to accentuate that 1mm size difference. The 5296, I think it's just an absolute gem of a watch there. Automatic. It's a Patek Calatrava automatic with date. I mean, it's just such a cool combination meal hunger buster, and I've really loved having a 5296. Now I've got the 5296 in white gold, and I've got the 5196 in yellow gold. Look, I just, if you're going to have the two, you may as well have them in two different colored metals. That was kind of my opinion there. Also, I bought them second hand, so beggars cannot be choosers necessarily. I must say, the 5296, I think an automatic Patek is kind of a step up from a manual wind, even though I do love the yin and the yang of the manual wind process, winding it every day. I do love that. I think an automatic Patek is just it's like having a C-Class Mercedes and then someone has an E-Class. It's just a layer above, and then you've got complications above that again. And I really think the 5296 is a spectacular Patek to have. If I had a choice of, you could only have one, you could only have a 5196, which is the manual wind Calatrava, or a 5296, which is the automatic with date. I think I'd have to go for the 5296 without a doubt. I mean, it's a classier watch. I really do enjoy the display back. I think that is another feature, another benefit of that reference is the display back. It is so beautiful to see that. I really get a lot of joy in owning a high, just a beautiful high-ranking Patek Philippe. This is the same movement that's used in the Nautilus and the Aquanaut. That 315-324. That the 315 was the original version. The 324 is the higher beats per hour version. I've got to be totally honest with you. I think if you've got a choice between a manual wind Patek or an automatic, you'd have to go for the automatic. I mean, it's just a class above. I mean, the Patek automatic is so beautiful. That's the way I would tend to play out things there. I think it is well and truly worth it. I think it's a beautiful piece to have. Okay, with the two there, I think they're very similar. I don't think you could go wrong with either watch, whether you went for the manual wind 5196 or you went for the 5296 automatic with date. They are both stunning Pateks. The amazing thing that's happened is Patek has dropped the 5296 and they've kept the 5196. They have a 5227, which is similar to the 5296, except as well as being automatic with a date, it also has the hinged back. It is also slightly bigger than the 38mm size. It's an interesting piece. I think you're paying a big premium for that. It's a big premium, and I always worry with the hinged back. You could damage it, which would be really upsetting there. Paul Brittany, the famous movie star, he has a 5227 which he loves, and I think if I owned one I would love it equally as passionate as himself there. So with the two, look, they're both stunning. They are both stunning. I don't think there is a wrong piece there. They're both pretty damn amazing. David SW. Who does ArchieLuxury recommend is the greatest grey market dealer in America? There's only one choice, David SW. That's right, guys. I've got to tell you the honest truth. I have for a long time been looking for the perfect answer. Who do I recommend people go to see? Who do I recommend that people can go and buy watches? And I've got to be honest with you. The greatest pre-owned dealer for Rolex, Patek Philippe, Audemars Piguet is David SW. DavidSW.com. That's right, guys. I have been looking for a contact who I can very nicely refer people to. I am not in the selling business. Customer service, I'm too old to sell watches. I'm too old. I like to recommend my viewers to a reliable source. In Australia, I've got some great sources. There's Sydney Watch Exchange with Cove, Ronnie at Vintage Watch Co, Shani at European Watch Gallery. And in America, who is the best source for pre-owned Rolex? For all the hot models? There's only one person I would recommend, David SW. That is the premier source for pre-owned Rolex. I gotta be completely frank and honest with you. Guys, if you are looking for a hot Rolex model, there is only one place you can go to. David SW. Let's be honest, guys. There's no point schmoozing the dealers, the ADs. They're just a waste of time. Unless you're going to buy 20 pieces, you are wasting your time. What you're better off to do is pay the market premium and go to a good pre-owned dealer. Who do I recommend? David SW. That's correct, guys. I want to tell you this now. I 100% stand behind David SW. The greatest pre-owned dealer in the entire United States of America. That's right. The greatest pre-owned dealer for Rolex, for Patek Philippe, for Audemars Piguet, David SW. He even does things like FP Journe. David SW. That's right. If you want to buy a pre-owned Rolex, a Patek Philippe, Audemars Piguet, there's only one good source I would recommend. David SW. I'm Paul Pluta, the method actor who plays Archibald Chesterfield III, and I'm proud to recommend David SW. See you later. Thank you for watching this channel. Hi guys, ArchieLuxury on the ArchieLuxury and the Paul Pluta channel. Today, guys, I want to introduce a new company. This is Fame City Property Solutions. That's correct. They're located in Northeast Ohio. And Fame City Property Solutions replaces non-efficient lights with energy-saving LED lighting. Now, I got to tell you, the guys at Fame City, they will install energy-saving LED lights at office buildings, commercial warehouses, home improvement stores, grocery stores, schools, parking lots, and other residential homes. Customers of Fame City Property Solutions can save hundreds and even thousands of dollars on their electricity bills. Now, you can email these guys at famecitypropertysolutions@gmail.com. That's all one word there. famecitypropertysolutions@gmail.com. Fame City Property Solutions, specializing in LED installations. Come on, guys, help this business out. Fame City Property Solutions in Northeast Ohio. Come on, guys, get on board here now with efficient, energy-saving LED lighting. Fame City Property Solutions.
Talk at all.